Hey, hi everyone. So in today's session, I'll be taking you through something called as a service intelligence co-pilot. Now, the entire essence of this is, can we use the past historical tickets of the different complaints of customers, right, and develop an AI on top of it. So the idea is, if something similar to an existing historical ticket comes up, right, so the AI would be able to tell that, okay, this was the past historical ticket and the new ticket is somewhat similar to the earlier ticket, and this was the resolution, and these were the earlier historical tickets which are similar to the new ones. So the idea is, we need to expedite the turnaround time, and basically by turnaround time I mean the time it takes for the service engineers to fix any issue, customer complaint. So the idea is, how can we use AI to expedite the time we take to resolve the customer's issues. Now, it seems a bit trivial if you have an experienced service engineer, but now imagine you have a new service engineer who is taking the place of an experienced one, right? In that case, he might not be very cognizant with all the different, right, cases which might arise. So in this case, it helps those type of new engineers get exposure to the different tickets which were there, right? So let me, okay, before I go over here, these were the simple tickets, right? Now this is a sample data set which shows that, okay, what was that, and this is a sample completely dummy data. So it says that, okay, earlier the problem was machine overheating, the pressure low, temperature increases quickly, vibration of engine, oil leakage, and what were the different parts required for resolving this, what was the resolution, what was the engineer notes, right? So with that, let's get started, and let's say engine is getting overheating. Okay, this is the customer complaint, so we'll press on analyze. Now this will go look out to the search by rag on all of these, right, on the past data, and we'll try to find out which the tickets, right, which of the tickets actually have some similarity to the problem statement. Right, now if you look into this, there should be somewhat similar to temperature increases quickly. So let's see what our system has to say. Okay, all right, so Alright, so now it's saying that the customer reports that engine is overheating, and then based on historical tickets, these are the different reasons of overheating. Ticket ID 1001. Okay, machine overheats after 20 minutes and temperature increases quickly. You see 1001 and 1003. So it finds out, okay, these have some quite high resemblance to the ticket which has been raised right now, and the what are the different diagnostic steps, what are the recommended parts, etc., which are required, right? So this essentially helps the service engineer get to the solution of the problem quickly. If that had not been over there, then yeah, he would have to go to the logs, right, of past data, and then try to find out what were the similar tickets, and how were they resolved, right? So this is one part of it. Using the past data, can we try to fix the new ones? Okay, now the other part of this is, this can also be used to answer questions related to the performance of different service engineers. Okay, so now you see these were the different service tickets which had been raised, and these are the different technicians who resolve this. Now again, this is completely dummy data. So it talks about who are the different technicians, what was the different time taken by them to resolve the issues. So let's say you want to find out which service engineer. Okay, so this is what FTFR, let me also write, it says that it understands TFR. Okay, so I'm trying to understand who has the worst FTFR. So what it does, it understands the question, and then it will write a Python code at the backend and give the answer to us. So we'll just wait for that. Okay, all right, now you see this is the Python code which it has written. All right, and then it says that, okay, David has the worst first time fixed rate. So his time is on the higher side. Now this is the beauty of it. We asked two different type of questions. First of all, related to the historical tickets, and for example, referring to the historical tickets to resolve a new one, and then we also try to understand a few simple questions asked in natural language processing, and then what this AI does is the AI agent actually writes the Python code. Okay, as you could see, it has run this. It has first of all written this and then executed it on the fly to give the result to us. So there are two agents which are deployed over here. The first one is to find out if there are any historical tickets which be a resemblance to the current one, and the second one is the one which understands the natural language queries, right, and then writes a Python code and executes it on the fly to give the answers to us. Okay, so this is what the service Copilot does. Now, the thing is, you may be wondering, okay, this is something which the Copilot, right, per se could do. So, what is the added benefit of developing something custom, right, from scratch? So, the beauty of this is this can be customized first to nth level, and second is you can develop an entire ecosystem around it. Now, what if I ask you that, okay, this all data should be first of all stored in a database, right? And then, secondly, what we want is a mail, etc., should be sent to the different sales reps, service reps, as to what the performance has been, right? And also maybe some AI mechanism or AI prediction needs to be deployed as to figure out after how much time, right, this particular instrument which has been replaced, right, or the particular spare which has been replaced is expected to go down again, right? So these type of complex scenarios, sending mails, creating the dashboard, right, storing the data in Azure, all these things, the different customizations is a bit difficult to do if you are just deploy Copilot, right, or even Agent Force integrated in Salesforce. But if you develop something from scratch, there are n customizations which you could do, and you can develop an entire ecosystem towards it, right from the development of this to sending mails to development of dashboards, right, to leveraging AI algorithms to predict something in future. So yeah, that's the beauty of developing this agent or Copilot from scratch. Thank you.